radio.
コマンドを言ってください。すみません。もう一度コマンドを言ってください。または
So, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Moses, and you're watching Pitigan. So today I'm back at Shapla Motors. I'm currently outside because I'm going to review that's the Mazda 2, or as you know it, it's the Mazda demio. I'm going to take you through it. I'm going to tell you all the specs. I hope you enjoy, so sit back and relax. So, the Mazda demio first came out in 1996. There have been 4 generations. This is currently the 4th generation, which was first launched in 2014 all through to 2019, where in the Japan market they changed the name from demio to Mazda 2. The car was first introduced and it was manufactured on the D platform, which apparently the Ford Fiesta from the same time was also being manufactured on the very same platform. They were sold by Mazda. The second generation was called the Mazda 121, from 202 all the way to 208, and the third generation was from 208 all the way to 2014. So this is the Mazda demio, the compact. This is in the B class, the subcompact form of 5-seater car for a family. So how about to go right through it, the exterior, the interior. So before we go any further into the exterior, I'm going to tell you of the various trims that came with this particular car. You had 6 of them, but I'm going to take you through the first 3. That is the SE, SEL and SEL nav. So with the SE, you get a roof spoiler. You don't get alloy rims, but you're able to get air conditioning. You have traction control and all the brake assist, all the standard stuff, because that's the basic trim, the first level trim. The next trim you get the SEL. SEL you get a 7-inch infotainment display, as you can see in there. You can get comes with Bluetooth, all the all the riffraff. You have alloy rims, and and the SEL nav, that infotainment display, comes with navigation. That's sat nav, straight from factory. You get the updated Mazda navigation system. So how about we move on to the exterior, and we start from the front. So this particular car resembles the Mazda 3. If you do know the Mazda 3, they really look alike. It's just that the Mazda 3 is a bit bigger and more spacious. But starting off from the front, those are not LED headlights. They are halogen H4 bulbs. You can see the overused. I call it overused because they have used this particular grille design on majority of their cars. You have the one that I did recently, the Mazda CX-9, CX-5. I did the CX-5 recently. I hope you have seen that review, link in the description. But as you can see, the grille design has not changed from 2014 all the way to 2021. So this particular car does not have fog lights. It's just these blanked out trim pieces here. They should have at least opened them up for air, but as you can see, it's all open. I love this design that looks like it's carbon fiber. I hope you can see that. So really beautiful. You can see the radiator in there, and the bit of chrome surrounding the grille really makes this front end look nice. You can barely notice the chrome with the white paint, but it's there. Moving on to the side, as you can see, these are not bulging fenders, but they're really smooth. The design is really good. I mentioned this in the CX-5 review, that they really outdid themselves during this era. They really changed the design and updated it, really made it look modern, competitive against Toyota, because Toyota also have come up with really good designs this particular period. but as you can see, really huge doors, especially the rear one. Enough space to get in there, and you've got all these trim pieces here. Really contrast the black, they really contrast the white paint, makes it really look nice. You've got the taillights, really unique design to them. Really love the way the trunk opens. You don't have anything here, it's all under here, so the car really looks nice. As I mentioned, they changed in 2019. They changed this from being called the Demio to being called the Mazda 2. And yeah, so how about you move on to the interior? So getting into the Mazda Demio, really huge opening, getting really nice and easily. Yeah, so it's pretty comfortable. There's these cloth material seats, really comfortable. Really sleek design, as you can see on the dashboard there, all modern. I love the design of the vents, pretty sleek. So they've used the majority of that mimicking carbon fiber here on the steering wheel, around these buttons, and also here on the door card. So sense the look of this interior. As you can see, we've got a huge door bin right there. Really nice steering wheel. They also use this in the CX-5. Go check out that review. But starting off from here, you can see you have a multifunctional steering wheel that controls your infotainment display. You have also voice command. I'm going to try. I hope I can get the key so that I can show you how that works. You can take your calls, decline your calls through the steering wheel, so it's a pretty useful function. You have a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour. This car has various engine options. I'm going to take you through that later. Yeah, the vents, as I mentioned, really beautiful. These are the particular jet style, yeah, jet style vents that I saw in the Mercedes C200. You can see the piano black finishing surrounding them, really beautiful. You have traction control. Again, this particular feature that is able to dim out the lights and prevent glaring onto oncoming drivers. This beautiful gear shifter that you find in majority luxury vehicles, you get in your Mazda Demio for relatively a lower price. But yeah, so this particular part here controls your infotainment display. As you can see, you can turn your music on and off, home button, navigation, and yeah, this, I'm pretty sure this works just as the Mercedes C200 one worked. It had a knob where you push to access your infotainment display right there. So you have your huge glove box with the manual in there. You get nice carpets in here. They sort of match the seats. So enough of that, let's move on to the back and continue. So at the back here, and as you can see, I've got okay, I'm not going to step in, but I'm going to try and show you. Yeah, I've got just about enough legroom if I place myself strategically. More than enough headroom, but as you can see, you have a slot to place your files right here. Unfortunately, you do not have that in the driver's seat, but more of that carbon fiber effect right here for the rear passengers. You also get it on the door card. So I don't know why more manufacturers have not been doing this. Oh yeah, I saw this, if you remember the Toyota Fielder review. For anyone who has seen it, there was sort of a mimicking of carbon fiber around the door cards and also on the dashboard. But here you get also the beautiful cloth material seats, really comfortable. You have curtain airbags, side airbags, dashboard and steering airbags, so a total of 7 airbags. with that, let's move on to the trunk, where you have 280 liters of boot space. As you can see, it's really deep, so you can get more stuff in. This is huger than the Toyota Vitz, and once you lay the seats down, you get 950 liters of boot space with the through loading. So really huge for a compact B subcompact class vehicle. You don't have a spare tire, but maybe it's under here. Yeah, you actually don't have a spare tire for some reason. That's probably how they come nowadays. But you get this beautiful carpet in here. And with that, let's move on to the engine. So at the engine here, and this particular car, you can get it with 3 engine options. 2 of them are petrol, one of them is a diesel. So starting off with the petrol engine, you get a 1.3 liter or a 1.5 liter, each producing about 91 horsepower for the 1.3 and 113 brake horsepower for the 1.5. You can get a diesel option, a 1.5 liter diesel turbocharged diesel engine, producing 103 brake horsepower and 215 newtons of torque. This particular car comes with the Sky Active technologies, which I explained is Mazda. They changed everything. They stripped apart everything and started afresh. You know, the frame, the transmission, the engine, they build them afresh, and it's more efficient, better performance from these little engines. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to start up the engine, and here how it runs. This particular one is fresh into the market. As you can see, it's all beautiful in here. So let's start up the engine. Okay, so there's the engine. Really quiet. And with that, today's video, let me just conclude with one thing. So 78,000 kilometers, and I'm going to try and use voice command. Let's see. Radio.
コマンドを言ってください。
As you can hear, it just said something in Japanese. So voice command does
す
work.
みません。もう一度コマンドを言ってください。またはヘルプと言ってください。
Probably in Japanese. So let's conclude this review today, and I thank you for watching. Oh yes, and you have
こ
a
のコマンドはオーディオ
USB?
ファイルが含まれている USB 機器が挿入されている時のみ利用可能です。
as well as a 12 volt socket. So thank you, Japanese lady, and today's video is over.